Hey everybody, Shane here with DailyAfterCat.com.
And I'm Carrie.
All right, so hey, it's time for the it's time to welcome you. Time for the welcome.
Welcome to the
Lunar Weekly AstroCat Preview.
Yes, indeed.
Success comes to those who make time for it.
You mean like finding time to write this presentation?
I don't know. I'm too busy putting in the effort. Okay.
So you're maybe talking about the time to rearrange some things around the mansion?
Oh, the mansion. Ooh, all 1,500 square feet of it. Let us
Yes.
survey the vastness of our accommodations here for the cats.
Yes.
And we still have a Ziggy on the chair, and we have Sirius on the chair. So Ziggy's in the middle of... They seem to be in a state of pilotopian bliss, and that's Ziggy.
Which is really kind of creepy, because this was written a day or two ago, and Ziggy's just happens to be in the midst of Pilotopia now.
Yeah.
Not all of them do that, and certainly not while we're recording. They're
Exactly.
kind of like, ugh, sometimes.
This
They're
is
kinda
even
a little
take
weirded out
two,
by the
okay?
camera. This is.
And I'm going to check it right now to make sure that we're not necessary for take 3. We're fine.
We're scarred.
Yes, we are. The technology's just not there for me to see it from there.
Anyways, you and your Pilotopia.
Yes, indeed, my Pillowtopia. I wouldn't need it if you'd stay on your side of the bed. Yes, it's the only thing that protects me from falling into the crevice between the bed and the wall. I need to go to bed with an ice hammer so I could claw my way back up it.
I can't sleep otherwise.
Well, I'm scared.
Speaking of scary things, this brings us to our section called What to Watch Out For!
All right, so you got to watch out that you don't shake those microphone cords. All right, so...
That isn't what caused it the first time. It was 18 stinking seconds.
18 stinking seconds.
Will you stop being
I'm checking
paranoid?
again. Okay, it's fine. Still going. We're still rolling, folks. Okay. Friday. We're going to watch out for Friday.
We're going to watch out for Friday.
Yeah. Mercury and Pluto are conjunct. What kind of mayhem will ensue?
None if you've been following us all year.
Exactly. Limitations are things that need to be overcome with technology. This would be pretty hard to do with Mercury retrograde.
Sounds like a dare to me.
Oh, it could be, but Mercury is retrograde. Let us see where the deep dive takes us, shall we?
All right.
Let's go.
Oh, yes, that's serious. All right. Venus wakes up and yawns. She's taken over the bed so much that Mars only has a little bitty space. Venus wants the comfort of the whole bed. Mars merely wants Venus. The moon nudges Mars. Get up, we have work to do. Mars rubs his eyes and looks out the window. Outside, a bird of prey perches atop a flagpole. The moon smiles. Get dressed, we have no time to waste. Mars motions toward Venus. And the moon responds, This is all about what Venus wants, Mars. There's no time in Capricorn for games. We have to be committed and focused. Mars looks at the moon. We must not toss out our old ways. Behold. Mars embraces the moon. As she surrenders, he pulls forth her crystal ball. Cherubim descend as music plays. The moon turns to Venus. He is yours. The globe shows a white marble palace, and the palace glows as Venus moves toward the moon. This is wondrous. How can we build this? The moon turns to Mars. The ox needs to come home. Mars, is it work you seek or pleasure? Mars laughs. Neither. I seek excitement and a commitment. Venus rolls over to hug Mars. That is all I needed to hear. Get up and see to Luna. She has the final task for you. The moon smiles serenely. Venus, I have no such task for Mars. This is all you're doing. The conservative forces in Taurus are clawing back on any progress Uranus has made. Venus purses her lips. Maybe they should be producing art and not just flinging stuff at a wall. Where are all of the artists, lovers, and dreamers? Uranus, Saturn, and Mercury think that technology can replace some of this. The moon smiles. I see that you and Neptune believe in the same thing, Venus. Neptune arrives in a billowing fog that envelops the Moon, Mars, and Venus. Come, let us not worry about terrestrial affairs. We have work to do. We must love, inspire, and support each other's efforts. The tiger is waiting. Neptune continues. The Sun and Saturn believe that limitations that they have imposed will lead to an even greater amount of innovation. Let us show them what unbridled passion and love can achieve. The dreamer must do. Jupiter then enters the room. He reaches for Neptune, but his hand passes through her and lands on Uranus. Poor Uranus has no idea why he's suddenly in the middle of all this. He clings to Venus and the Moon. When will it be time?
All right. So, when will it be time? The answer to that is rather straightforward.
Guys, I just got a couple things to say. Like, I just got to insert because, like, the first time when you're not seeing this, when we thought we were recording, just like to put it in there that I had not seen the script before, typically. So it's kind of a yeah. Any week that you see this, I typically will not see the script beforehand.
Exactly.
And, this is a particularly weird week, because if any of you know what has gone on with us today, which not many people do, but Bobby knows.
Right.
Some of these things are kind of really creepy. This guy's creepy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Okay, so I'm creepy. Okay, we've established that. Listen, the answer to that is really rather straightforward. Retrograde Venus has returned to Mars. Mars is now going to have to take action. Obstinate, focused action that will see us through to our ultimate goals.
The story evoked a feeling, though, that wasn't so direct, allegedly. I feel like we won't be ready for action until after the Mercury retrograde.
That's correct. This is all about realigning our passions and preparing ourselves for the coming cycles. First one is the Chinese New Year, coming up on the 2nd, Groundhog Day. And secondly, the beginning of the zodiac's year, which will occur when the sun enters Aries in March.
Nice.
Okay.
So, you got really weird and cryptic on the daily forecast for Sunday, which,
Yes.
Yeah, we've experienced Sunday at this point, so now we know exactly what all this, like, nutcasery was.
Sure.
Anyways, you're advocating a much more hands-off approach this week. Letting stuff happen and working in the direction of your natural inclination.
Yes, indeed. As a creative, I need to be able to enter the flow state. It is very much like Lao Tse, who wrote the Tao Te Ching. I do it when I'm working on music. It's just an easy thing to do. It's just you play and you're going and you go. Occasionally I can do it when I'm writing. I think that the keyboard, conventions of grammar and spelling, and stuff like that, the clackety-clackety-clack, slow down the flow.
Well, it's just using a different part of your brain, and it kind of, you just kind of binds up the flow a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, what do you think we should do for dinner? I don't know. Let me shift to that part of my brain.
We're gonna rock out for dinner.
All right.
Anyway, Sunday's a time to rebalance in a way. There is a call buried in there to return to our center.
Yes, it's time to rebalance. So give up and fall back.
When the moon enters Scorpio, we will emerge from our soft center.
Yes, we will. To rock you like a hurricane.
Here I am!
Help! We reversed it. Hair metal Carrie.
Come on, yeah!
Carrie wants to go rock you like a hurricane.
Anyway.
Okay.
I want you to rock my world.
Okay.
And you. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who am I to sit on all of that talent? Let us put that stuff out there like we started doing.
Okay. Well, yesterday's rebalancing, that's today, Sunday, is like a springboard into the week.
Woo!
We know where to focus on and what to do. Trust your intuition and instincts. Things are moving and evolving.
Let all of your spooky vibes guide your hand. Guys, he's got some exceptionally spooky vibes, but you know what? It's something that most of us can tap into to an extent. He's exceptionally good at it. It's kind of weird. You can get there. Trust your guts. Finish things. This will give you a good head start.
It seems like we were tossed up on an empty beach. Where is the former vessel? Dunno. Tuesday finds us vulnerable, but this empowers us to think about thrival.
Here you go with your own words again. You're all over the place this week. You and your words. God! What's this supposed to mean?
I don't know. I think that has something to do with the fact that stuff just feels like it will never work out in our favor.
Ain't that the truth?
Like climate action, or the future of healthcare, or childcare in the United States, or 80s hair metal. Who knows?
Other various issues. Maybe that's what someone who's watching this is going to be working on. Is that what you're saying? Follow your own path, even if it's with Aquanet?
Follow your own friggin' path. Absolutely. Spandex
Follow
and
it.
Aquanet, just stay out of small clubs in Rhode Island. It's a flammable combination.
That's kind of bad.
Yes, it is. This is what I get in trouble for.
Yeah, it is. It is.
All right. Listen, I suppose you got to do the things that feel right and not second guess our motivations for wanting to do so. Okay. Feel like we have to respond to these things. Feeling like we have to respond to these things liberates us in a strange way.
And by the way, that off-the-cuff stuff is nothing that any good comedian wouldn't say. So
Absolutely.
Flip it. We escape from our own thoughts like Houdinis then?
Like
little Houdinis?
Like little Houdinis from their leashes.
From their leashes?
Yes.
Little Houdinis from their leashes?
Yes, if Houdini was on a leash. Yes.
Oh, yes,
So,
a leash
anyway,
Houdini.
if we remain
leashes.
open to our possibilities, yes, this is all in some way the culmination of last year's learning cycle. Apply all that dearly purchased know-how.
Yes.
Dare to test those theories with your own experiences. Oh, you waited that time. I'm so glad I didn't have to guess what word that was.
Since the retrograde, we went back and began using a new collaborative tool to help coordinate our actions, production schedules, and the like. It isn't super sexy, but it is helping.
Is it?
Yeah, what was the stuff that I mentioned before? I made a really good point about
You
it.
just coordinating household things and trying to get those
Oh, yeah,
little
kind of like
ticky-tack things
kinda like
together.
if because of Mercury retrograde, like everybody is going to experience their communication issues. So it's really good to have like little programs like this where you can kind of like keep each other updated on what's on your mind without impeding the other person's flow.
Was I flowing?
You were definitely flowing.
All right, so woo!
Like a 9-year-old.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, take the spirit of learning into Thursday, okay? Learn and plan even more. The longer your plans are, they're better.
Long-term planning. I like it. Friday finds us going out and doing more. That should be a good day. I think that the cycle of fear is finally broken. It darn well ought to be. There is no excuse to not be out and about if you're respectful of the others who have to work in these places. Wait staff and so forth, like you were saying earlier.
Oh, yeah. Just make sure you're, don't be a letter D with, 4-letter word that starts with D about, like, wearing a mask, because they all have to wear masks. So
Yeah.
you should, too. Don't be that D bag.
Don't be that person. Don't cough on them. Don't, stress out because they don't need that because you don't know what they got going on. Tip them well.
There you go.
Don't be a D. So.
Listen, I'm going to be avoiding all that bad stuff happening all around. I'm going to take comfort in the fact that we could very well be inspiring badly needed changes, actions, and movements. We do this through our work and art. We do it. You can too.
Yes, indeed. By Saturday, we discover that it's our next round of dreams and goals that will guide us to greater glory. All of the little streams that we've been crossing must eventually emanate from us.
That's right. The time has arrived for us to accept responsibility for our own destiny. Money comes and goes.
Yes, it does.
Our work should endure.
Yes.
Enduring work accumulates more wealth for us than merely being handed a check.
Thanks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the good work, the spiritual, like what you were called here
what you're
for.
put on this earth for,
That is
okay?
darn skippy.
Begin building
Get to
upon...
it.
Thank you. Begin building upon your legacy today. Now, before we look at our best days, which we're going to do, let me just tell you one other thing. We're going to put a link in the bottom for dailyaftercat.com. Go there and read today before today ends. And listen, because you can hear us every single day on that link, okay? And it's different every single day.
It is. I'm many cats all the time.
Many cats, many planets, many everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only one. It's easy. I give myself the easy job.
Well, I wouldn't say that entirely.
Oh, you did last night.
Anyways, that sounds awkward. This brings us to our section of best days.
Woo!
The best day for love.
Well, it was Saturday. Or it's
Well,
going to be
going
Saturday.
to be Saturday.
Well, yes. I
It's
mean,
Saturday,
it could be
yes,
every day.
yes.
You never know. You just gotta
No, every day's like Sunday.
Yeah, every day is like Sunday. So anyway, best day for love is Saturday. Venus is direct and she is not going to waste any time. She's conjunct with Mars. Let the fireworks happen. Business is pleasure, and your ventures into odder things promise many satisfying days to come.
Business is pleasure.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Business is pleasure.
So then the best day for business
Is Wednesday. Mercury is going to take his clue from Pluto soon. Plan on breaking out. You know what must be done. Today you must plan accordingly.
Sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
So the best day for transformation
is also Saturday. Having done something different on Friday is a game changer. The fragility of life is always on display. Now we can feel it. Put your ideals into motion. There's no excuses.
Yeah. Since
do it.
Since,
Just do it.
Since everything, COVID and everything, you know, whether you've experienced a loss or just a sickness or a loss of income or a loss of just all the changes we've all experienced.
Or loss of a person.
Through
Absolutely.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Or just the loss of your freaking sanity.
Yes. That's true too.
That could very well be the case for those of any of you working in retail. Yeah.
No excuses.
Yeah.
All right.
No excuses. Life is fragile. Embrace it. Work what you have. You got to move through it and do what we're here for. Do what we're here for.
Good work.
So the best day for health?
It's Thursday. Proteins necessary. Plan your meal carefully and make sure you get your steps in. Okay? Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hey, we're always here. We get to do this all together. Do all the nice things below. Like, follow, hit the bell for notifications.
Yeah, talk to us, guys. We want to know how your week is going. Did you work your magic? We're working our magic. Bring it. Come on, feed us some feedback. It is daily-astrocat.com by Stella on Facebook. You found the YouTube channel here.
We could even put the link on the... I think we can put a Facebook link on the video down the bottom. Yeah. Okay, so hey, this week is a week of it's a transition of sorts. Reality is sunk in, and it is time once again to let our imaginations take us places.
Thank God. With careful planning and a realization that there is nothing there to hold us back except our own pathetic excuses.
Pathetic excuses. Mm-hmm.
It's a week for making some pretty big plans and finding out how to act on those plans.
Exactly. Get ready to experience personal growth on a scale that is only limited by what is in your head. Hard work looms in our future. Are you looking forward to it?
Heck yeah, I am.
I know I am.
I am.
All right, so here we are. We're going to be working even harder. Right. I need to work even harder.
Yes,
all right,
indeed.
well, keep an eye on that website. You might see some improvements on it. You never know.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So here we go. Have a happy Astro Week.
Happy Astro Catting.